Hello, it's Dash of Dave, and I'm back for another crafty video. This time we're going to have a look at some of the little things, I'd like to say they were little things, some of the things that I've purchased from, sorry, squeaky chair by the way, it's not my knee, some of the things that I've purchased from some charity shops, thrift shops, op shops, however you choose to call it, some of the things that I've purchased over the last few weeks. So we'll just get on with it, shall we, really? So I kind of go to a whole load of different places, and I don't get a lot in one place, but I tend to get a few bits every now and again. But I've got some very exciting things, very, if you're a junk journaler and you like ephemera, you're going to love this bit, but you'll have to wait. So, before I start, give this a thumbs up if you like it. If you do it now, you can always remove it if you don't like it, but if you don't do it now, you'll probably forget. So do it now, give me a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and of course you can email me. You can email me at dashofdave, so dash_of_dave@gmx.com. You can buy me a coffee. I'd appreciate it if somebody bought me a coffee. I'd love a coffee, thanks very much. You can make me one if you prefer, although, when you come round, please make sure that you don't use the doorbell because it's not working. Knock. The dog will hear you anyway. But if you want to buy me a coffee instead of making me one, you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/dash-of-dave. And if you want rather use Ko-fi, Ko-fi doesn't charge for the use of it. You don't get charged for this. I just get 50p is deducted from the money that you give to me. And if you want rather use Ko-fi, you can find me at ko-fi.com/dash_of_dave. And please feel free to comment. I will reply. Not always straight away, but I will reply. Anyway, shut up, Dave. Get on with it. Okay, so various things. So I've bought some more playing cards. I know I don't need any more playing cards. I know I said that as I picked them up, but I still bought them. Bought them up because they're not plastic coated, and they are much easier to use when you're doing your crafty things. You can ink them when they're not plastic coated, and also they're more biodegradable if they're not plastic coated. Not that I'm intending to throw them away, obviously. So anyway, so those were 50p. So I thought, can't argue with that. So yes, 50p, 50 British pounds they cost me. Another thing that I bought is a Filofax. I know nobody buys Filofax. What am I buying a Filofax for, Dave? It did peel off. That was all right then. It was £3, and I bought it because you can't buy Rolodexes for love nor money, not in the UK. Everybody's gone out and bought them. The ones that you can buy, they're like, I saw one the other day and it was £103, and I wasn't going to pay that for it. But this was £3. So I thought, rather than using Rolodexes, I thought what I'd do is I start using some of the. I've got loads of Filofax inserts. From when I had a Filofax. Yes, I am that old. So I've got these in it, and then I can use some others. And I thought about making what people put on their Rolodexes, their little test sheets or their art journal-y bits or whatever. I thought maybe I could do that with a Filofax. So it's a leather one. So it's nice and soft, and it's obviously been well loved because it's very, very soft. And I thought, well, that would make a nice change. I can do something with the outside. I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So anyway, so that cost me £3. That cost me 50p. It's left a bit of a shiny mark, but get rid of that somehow. So the next thing I bought was this, which again is on a very similar vein to the Filofax. This is Success with Houseplants. What I liked about it, it said £1.50 here and it said 50p here. So she went for the middle ground. I think she could charge me 75p in the end. Because that was from a different charity shop, and then that was So obviously somebody bought it from a charity shop and then took it back to a different charity shop. So I liked it because it was some nice cards, and again I thought about doing something with the cards. You know, some of them are, you know, boring on both sides. Some of them have got something nice, and I could put something, you know, maybe related or maybe not related on the other side. But I liked these really thick cards. Then it goes from the thick cards. Well, it does if you can get the thing to work. Well, get your fingers to work, Dave. To then these kind of little pull-out things. And I thought, you know, I can do something with those. I'm sure I can. I will put it with the stash of books that I'm going to do something with, which, you know, I'm going to... By the way, did you know I was going to live to 3 million years old with all the books that I've got stashed away to do something with? But yeah, it's there as a flexible option for me to do something with. So yes, that was £1.50, or 50. No, sorry, it was 75 pence because it was down for £1.50, and then she charged me 75p because she got confused with the prices. So there's this £3 this cost me, and this is an astrology thing. Now, I haven't really looked at this, which is terrible, isn't it? Really. Oh, that's quite nice. I could turn that into some. Oh, I could turn that into like a kind of a lap booky type thing. So yeah, there's that. There's that. Yeah, another thing that I could turn into a lap book. Even maybe fold it the other way. I won't try and do that now because it'll all go horribly wrong. This was obviously... Oh, it might have been one of those subscription things. So... oh, there's another one of them. Okay. So then it's got a random collection of things in here. World Standard Time Zones. Oh, that might be useful in a junk journal. Wow, that's another thing that's nice in a junk journal. I didn't really look in it. Another thing that'd be nice in a junk journal. Another thing. Yeah, I you notice how I didn't say that because I couldn't pronounce it. That's why I didn't say it. I'll be honest, I couldn't pronounce it. And then there's these. Not sure how I'm going to use them, but I might. Or I might cut them down. I could actually cut them down, couldn't I? I could cut them down and use them as like hanging tag things. Yeah. And then in here there are some, I think they're tarot cards. Yes, they are tarot cards. I didn't really, like I say, I opened the box, had a quick look at it, put it down, thought, well, I don't really need that. Then picked it back up again because I thought, actually, I don't need it, but I want it. And put it back down again. And then somebody went to go and pick it up again, so I picked it up. And I thought, right, I'm buying it. Because I didn't want somebody else to have it. No, that isn't the reason why. But it was kind of in my head. It was kind of, no. If I put it back down again, somebody's going to have that. And you know, if you've picked it up twice, it means you want it, doesn't it? Sorry, just let me excuse me. Well, oh, I was going to say excuse me. Excuse me while I put these down before they fall down. So instead of doing that, what do? I throw them on the floor. So just bear with me a second. Yes. Sorted now. So yeah. Oh no, I've just realised what I've knocked off. Like, I've been sorting out bits of like little ephemera. And guess what? I've knocked that over. So guess who's going to be sorting those out again? Yes. Another thing that I bought was this. Now this is a top. I'm not intending to wear it. And nobody wants to see these beautiful florals with my hairy chest behind it. But I bought it because I really like this embroidery. So what I thought is I could cut all of these off. Obviously not cut too close in, otherwise it'll all fall apart. But cut around it, and then I can stick it to some fabric. But it was £4. You know, £4 for some nice embroidery. I was prepared to pay that. So that was a little top. I don't know. you know, let's face it, I don't know how many people would get away with wearing that. You'd have to have something underneath it, surely. You'd be arrested if you didn't. Then I also bought, so these things that here, these are things that I bought today. So I bought this. Now that bought the blouse a couple of weeks ago, and I bought this today, and it's a little kind of like a clutch bag, makeup bag. It's, I don't know whether it might be a brand of some kind. I don't know. It's probably not. But what I thought was I could either make a book, like a journal to get that would sit inside it, so that, you know, it's got a little pouch and you can zip it up, or I would turn that into a cover of a book, like a journal cover. And I really fell in love with it. It was £2.99, and I thought, you know what, I'm prepared to pay that. I think I can turn that into something really nice, something somebody would want to have, and why not? So there's that. Get me with the embroidery. I wished I could embroider like that. And then I bought a couple of patterns. Now the reason I bought the patterns were a couple of things. I always like these images on the front. I've always said that I like the images, and I thought I could do something with the images. You know, I kind of use them like Tim Holtz dolls, paper dolls, but I also like the paper inside. So, you know, when I make my glassine, so anybody that's not seen my glassine, try saying that again, Dave. Anybody that's not seen my glassine, then where have you been? I will try and remember to put a link in the description. But I make glassine out of these patterns. So I always like buying what I don't need anymore, but I bought some more. And then this one came with like I think it's because it's got so many different varieties on the front, came with a massive amount of tissue that would be ripe for turning into glassine. So, and I also thought, you know, I realised that, you know, I'm using these when somebody else could be making something out of the pattern, but I can't see many people these days who want to wear that. But, you know, everything comes back in again. If you hold on to your wardrobe long enough, it'll be back in fashion. Trust me. So yeah, I don't know when it's from. I mean, it looks very 70s, I would have said, but I don't know. Anyway, so I bought those. They were 99p each, so I got a bargain with that one. I think that was compared to that, but never mind. I'm not buying it for the pattern. And so the exciting bit is now. So both myself and Brian were shopping last Saturday, and we went into one of our local charity shops, local to where we go to Fat Club, and so we'd finished at Fat Club, Slimming World, sorry, and we finished at Slimming World, and we came out, and we'd always have a mooch around the charity shops, and we both found some exciting ephemera. Now, this rarely happens. You don't get these kind of things in charity shops. They tend to all go to specialist online stuff and get sold for a fortune. So we got very excited and bought a lot of stuff. So this is what we bought. So this is all sorts of little bits of genuine ephemera. So this would cost me 50p, and I haven't taken any of these things out of the packet since I bought them. So what I might do is I might take them all out and just collate them somewhere. So these are just little bits of paper that people, and it's just genuine ephemera, you know, that just tucked into a journal. I don't have to age that or anything. That's just, you know, it's all sun faded and everything. So, and also gives you the recipe for a date loaf, although it doesn't tell you how to cook it. So don't eat it raw. And then I think, is that somebody's shopping list maybe? But look at that, it's on the bottom of an old receipt. So that's lovely. So bearing in mind that this packet cost me 50p, and this is a bacon recipes from the Bacon TV Kitchen. So I liked that little bundle. So I think I'm going to put all of these together in one packet, one plastic thing. I don't know where it all is. Then there was this, and I think that cost me £1. I think it was the same price as that, and it's just about medical instruments, and it's not, it's just nice, interesting things to put into junk journals. And also it's got that list, like nice thing at the front, the list of all of the books that you can buy that are, and when they're published and how much they cost, etc. And I don't know, I mean, it's of an age, 1956, there you go. It's not terribly old. I'm saying that for all of those people that were born in 1956, they're now feeling very young because it's not terribly old. So yeah, so for £1 it wasn't bad. Then there was this, which is logarithms and other tables for schools, and this was obviously £1. And this was from Scarborough Technical Institute, and this is 1952. 1952 would make it 70 years. Yeah, so I just liked these little tables and things, and obviously somebody's, it looks like it's been folded. Somebody's been carrying that around in their blazer pocket. But yeah, nice little book there for £1. And then there was this. This cost me 50p. I just liked it, so I bought it. Didn't have to explain it to anybody, so because it's my money. It's a universal heater that looks very dangerous, and then there's a hanging heater which also looks very dangerous. And then on the back there's night safe driving. Yeah, so yeah, just thought it was nice. A little advert, I think very special, but like I say, it's all genuine ephemera. I'll move that out of the way, Dave. Let's move that one out of the way for now, just in case it's providing a glare for you. Then we have this, which is a sandwich toaster. Hot savouries, the quick way on any heat, including electric hot plates. So again, that looks dangerous, and again, it's just a nice piece of, somebody kept that. What I love is the fact that that's of an age, but somebody kept hold of that. Send 7 and 6 postal order or a check. 7 and 6. And I'm too young to decimalisation happened in the UK in 1971. I was born in 1969. So I'd just like to point out I was only 2 when decimalisation happened, so I do not know what 7 and 6 equivalent is today. So then there was this. This is just a little recipe thing. So it's got some. Blimey, it's got index to recipes. I don't think all of those pages are in here. They're clearly not. We've got. It starts at page 79, page 80, then it goes to 191. So I think that's basically what's left of it. It's just a bit of ephemera, isn't it? It's just something. It's nice. I don't have to justify it, like I say. Then there was this. This cost me £1.50, and this is red letter recipes, and this is old because you can tell it's very folia party, because that's a technical term, folia party. Not all sure when it's from. Are you aware? It smells a bit. It might need a bit of by sitting with a bit of bicarbonate of soda, because it does smell of fusty, musty. It smells like a museum, basically. It smells old. So somebody's obviously had mucky hands when they touched that. I don't even want to. Let's not send it off for analysis, shall we? Fun for the fireside. I bet that's not fun. Just some nice little, pages to tear out or give the whole thing as part of a junk journal, but I just liked it. So, does it say? No, it doesn't say anything about when it's from or whatever. We don't need to know though, do we? We've established. And then we've got this, which was 50p, which is Roly-Poly Mold. That was 8 and 6. Keep water out. So Roly-Poly are those people. So it's a suet mix pastry that is boiled. It sounds disgusting, but it's lovely. It's very stodgy and not very good for you. Oh, 3D flying 3D fry pan cooks an entire meal at one time. Indoor greenhouse, filtered smoke. That's definitely of its time, isn't it? You don't get tobacco adverts these days. I sometimes think, I wonder if I'm going to catch some kind of like illness from all of these old things, but so far I haven't died. So this is double. I like to look on the bright side. Apparently, according to the song, you should always look on the bright side. Yeah, let's not start whistling. So this is WM Pen Limited. I'm going to have to look up what is currently at 585 and 5/587 High Road, Finchley, London, N12, under royal patronage. So it's a very selective moth that's been at that, hasn't it? It only eats in ovals. No, sorry. Just being silly. So yeah, I guess that's an advert. That's just lovely, isn't it? Lock peg. Yep, I like that. Magic sponge. It's magic. Magic. No, magic sponge. It's magic. Okay, fine. So again, like just a nice bit of something. I'll come back to that in a minute. I haven't looked at that. I was excited to look at that myself. So this has, don't know what this is. Sturdy storage unit, February 1962. Oh, it's how to make a storage unit, which there's no hope. Blimey, no, I don't even know which way up that is. There's no hope of me making whatever this is supposed to be. No way. Can't even tell what it'll look like. I guess. Excuse me. I guess it's like an over bed or like, whatever. Oh, it's a desk with a cupboard, toy cupboard, and a storage cupboard and some shelves above. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, just pulled my mic over. So that's interesting paper that's written on, because that's not a standard UK size. So anyway, I'm interested because I like the the type on there. So then we have the torch, which cost me £1. This is from March 1929, Bourneville Cocoa. So the torch, by the way, the official organ of the Industrial Christian Fellowship. So it's obviously some religious magazine. I'm hoping I won't suddenly catch fire. Oh, there's a thing. Oh, an appeal to our supporters. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? He looks like a right grumpy so-and-so. Yeah, so I just, I liked it. Christianity and the slum problem. Working class houses. Welling. See, it sounds very disparaging. Children's corner. bodily infirmity and mental distress. British Home and Hospital for for incurables. Oh dear. For 68 years, the British Home and Hospital for Incurables has ministered to the bodily infirmities and mental distresses of incurable sufferers of the middle class, providing a home for life or a pension for life for men and women who, but for such help, would have endured the threefold tragedy of helplessness, hopelessness, and homelessness. Yes. So, anyway, yeah, it's an interesting read. I guess that's you can. Do you think I could subscribe now? Subscribe. There you go. That's a cue for you. Subscribe. You had to subscribe then by sending off a letter. Here now you don't have to. You just have to click that button. So, hint, hint. Don't forget to like this and subscribe. You can buy me a coffee. You can go to Ko-fi, donate some money. I'm really grateful. Drop me an email if you fancy, or indeed just make a comment. So this is and so to furnish needlework development series. 2 shillings and 6pence this would have cost. So it's the reason I bought this is I got it out of the packet and then I couldn't get it back in again. That's not the reason I bought it. It cost me £1.50. That's not the reason I bought it. I liked the pictures inside, which are very oldie worldy. And look at these. So yeah, I was thinking if I do something like kind of 50s, it would look really nice. In fact, I can remember my auntie having a cushion like that with like ears that you could pick it up with. Oh, and those were the rage, weren't they, to have a pelmet at the top. Oh, you could have a corner whatever it is that's probably hiding some shelves or something. Oh, a kidney-shaped dressing table. My grandma had one of them. So yeah, I just liked the lovely colourful images in it. You know, there aren't a huge amount of colourful images. Oh, you know, you just love an additional find, don't you? So that was also in here. So June 1959 doesn't have the full stamp on it, so I don't know. Leeds Hospital Magazine. Miss A.M. Spink. So this is some kind of letter, which I don't know whether I can actually get into without tearing it open. So Miss A.M. Spink clearly hasn't read it, because I don't know how you get into it, so I guess I'd have to open it somehow. I don't want to open it and tear it, do you know what I mean? Oh, it's definitely well and truly stuck down, so it's probably, she probably just threw it away. She thought, it's a circular, you know, like we do now. Get those circular magazines. Chuck it away, don't need that. I'm trying to see if there's anything in it. Oh no, it doesn't appear to have anything written on it inside. So, unless it was a wrap. I bet it was a wrap. I bet it was a magazine wrap. Yes, that would make sense. So if you had a newspaper or something that was rolled up and it would go in the post like that. That would make sense. It's possibly that. But anyway, it's an additional find. How exciting is that? So there's that. Oh, hello. No, throwing it around. Come on. And this over here. And then in here, we have Good Housekeeping, Cooking by Gas. So I didn't look at this, but, you know, you can't beat a Good Housekeeping magazine, can you? you know, it's not. Ooh, look at that! Look at the colour of that. Oh, blimey! I hope you're not drinking anything that colour. Looks like you're dehydrating. Look at that oven. That looks dangerous, doesn't it? Oh, blimey! That turkey or whatever it is. What is it? Is it turkey? Yes. That turkey looks like it has been. I mean, like that's how a turkey used to look. Is they used to look like you could see a bit of their bone, and now they look like really plump things. But that turkey looks like it's been on a very tropical Caribbean holiday, isn't it, to get that down. And that Christmas pudding looks burnt, but those mince pies look delicious. I can't eat a mince pie in July. A mince pie in July. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that jelly! Blimey, that jelly is very crystal clear. Oh, yeah, segmented grapefruits. Oh, look at that fridge. Oh, when they were tiny. Now the monstrous things you can get inside. I just liked it. Just like all of these little things. And actually, for my week off, so I'm off from the from the 1st of August until the 7th, on annual leave, because that's my birthday week, and that's the week of Vic's birthday as well, and Brian is off for a few days that week as well, and Vic's off, and we're all going to go to. There's a place in Bury, I think it is. Oh no, it's not. Neither of those. It's in somewhere near Manchester. Can't tell you. But it's called Bygone Times, and they sell all of this kind of ephemera thing. So we're going with an empty bag and a hope and a prayer to get some nice bargains, because sometimes these things will cost you an absolute fortune from places like that. But I do like to go and have a mooch and look round, and there's often some things that are torn and ripped and things that other people don't want, and you know what us junk journalists are like, we will have it if nobody else wants it. So yeah, all of those they cost me £10.50, I believe, so I didn't think that was a bad thing at all. And I've got a nice look. Oh dear, I've just sliced the back off that magazine. Anyway, I was going to cut it up, so it doesn't matter. It's the torch. I'm going to get torched now, aren't I? So I just thought, I was so excited to show you these. I was literally in the shop doing this. Brian bought some things as well, so I'm sure he's probably used them by now, to be fair. He's not as sentimental as I am, so any of these things that I can scan and use, so like if they're not out of copyright, obviously won't do that, but if they are out of copyright, I'll scan them and I can then use the scans, but the originals I will keep, whereas Brian's just like, oh, cut it up. I'm a bit more sentimental. I think that's my problem. So that was my little haul, which it's not a massive thing, but like I really enjoyed buying those little bits, and and having a mooch through, and obviously that last charity shop was very exciting with all those little bits of ephemera. So anyway, and I hope you've already liked this video, because I've kind of asked you 3 times now. Do I have to give that stare? Do I? And don't forget to like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Not don't forget to like it and don't forget to subscribe, because that's the wrong way around. But I keep asking you now, aren't I? Labouring the point. You can email me at _of_Dave@gmx.com. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com /-of-Dave, or you can go to Ko-fi and donate some money on Ko-fi for coffee or whatever crafty things, basically is what I usually spend it on. Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com /-of_Dave. And that's it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you get as excited as I do about these little beautiful things that we find? So I'm going to start putting all of those really old, genuine ephemera bits together so that I can kind of find them again. Because I'm literally looking at my desk now and I can see a few around me, so I can tell you now there'll be a few more behind me. And a few more over there and some over there probably. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, make a comment, and I will see you all in the next video. So remember, I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. I'll see you all very soon in the next video. Take care, folks. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of love. Big crafty hugs, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. I'm going to clear that mess up now that I knocked over earlier. Bye.